Oh, hi there, Justin. Have you ever heard of the perfect killing machine? It's a perfect organism.
In which franchise's Perfect Organism are you talking about?
Well, let me tell you. The perfect organism, known as the Lithtech engine.
Yes, the Perfect Organism. Uh, if the Lithtech engine were a person, I feel like it would be, like missing a leg, sort of just like hobbling along, maybe a little bit senile,
Yeah.
somewhat forgetful.
Ah, god damn it. Okay, I need to angrily send another email.
Real life.
Don't worry. I keep
Oh
getting
God.
renters policy emails for a place that I have not lived in for the last 18 months. So either someone in that house is still using rental insurance, um, and it's under my name for some godforsaken reason, or they just don't listen to me when I say, take me off, I haven't lived here in more than a year. Anyway, Aliens vs. Predator 2, this is the one that I haven't played.
All
This
right.
is one of
So,
Monolith's. Monolith made a lot of shooters in the 90s and
uh-huh.
aughts. Um,
I mean, most of them were in the aughts.
Blood was 97.
Shogo was what,
Shogo
98 or
was what,
99.
99? 98?
I thought Blood was 98.
No, Blood's 97. Because it's a year after Duke Nukem. Um, anyway, this is like one of the few Monolith, not Monolith Softworks, Monolith Productions, shooters I have never played.
Howdy, folks.
Hi, Joe.
So,
Hi, Gino.
well, hey, uh,
Justino.
no, there is no fusion dance happening between me and Gino.
By the way,
Yeah, there's
there's
nothing
still four
going on
people
between
playing
us.
online right now. God bless.
All right. Well, the stream is tiny.
Yeah, that's just the menu, baby.
Okay.
That's the power of 800 by 600.
Okay.
Marine, Predator, Alien.
These games usually intend for you to play the Marine first.
Yeah.
Um, so is it gonna get bigger when you?
Yeah,
There we
see?
go.
Look.
Oh yeah. There we
See,
go.
look,
Now it's
the space frigate shot.
1080p's.
It's the space frigate shot that every single sci-fi thing with the space frigate uses. It's a good shot.
It is. Everyone loves.
Hurry up,
Space
Frosty.
Frigate
We
passing
ain't got
by
all
the
day.
static camp.
Don't you have work to do?
Everybody's waiting on you. Heck, I even prepped your gear for you. Isn't that nice of me?
Thanks, Duke. I'll remember who's asked to pull out of the fire first when everything goes to hell.
Stormless
Duke,
vacant
we have an
eyes.
operation to run here. Quit flirting and get back to work.
It's to match the flat voice acting.
Commander on the deck?
Gather round and listen up. 6 weeks ago, the Wayland-Yutani Corporation lost contact with the research
going on
facility on
behind us.
LV-1201. We're here to find out why. Duke, what are we looking at?
A suicide mission. Hell, we're still short 8 soldiers and our synthetic after that last drop. Half our equipment's out of commission.
There's time pressure involved, and we won the distance lottery. Skip the commentary and tell us what we're dealing with.
The basic layout is 2 heavily fortified installations, primary operations complex, and forward
Okay,
observation
about the same
pods.
time as Halo 1.
The sites are connected by a secured tunnel network.
Johnson, flight plan.
Not much to work with, sir.
I vote for an airstrike, sir.
Negative. The higher-ups want the site intact, survivors or not. We're cleared for light and medium munitions, but no heavy stuff. That means no airstrikes and no Alice. Sorry, Harrison.
We're supposed to evac survivors?
Our orders are to put out fires, then dig in and wait for the 6th.
Assuming we last that long.
Beta section will remain here until the ground position is secure.
All right, boys, let's roll.
Johnson, where the hell did you learn to fly?
Flight school. The same place that taught me not to fly blind in hurricane winds.
What'll it take to get airborne?
A landing beacon and wind shear data for a start. Plus the ship's a little beat up. Stabilizer's jammed. I could fix it, but it'll take me an hour or so. The antenna's fried, though.
So much for calling down
No,
reinforcements.
not the
Once we
Predator,
control the
just
complex, we'll control an entire subspace array.
Wait,
Hall,
this
red
is gonna
team,
be-
get the power
wait, one minute,
online.
one
White
minute,
team, locate security
Don't
control.
fucking start
Blackwell,
shooting ZP, damn it.
No, I'm not gonna stream.
Okay.
No. Something got added to the soundboard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
With soundboard.
Yeah, when's a ghost gonna suck my dick?
That's
yeah, when's a
Borgmaster's
ghost gonna
fault.
suck my dick?
Who did this?
Borgmaster did that.
I said it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We learned a lot about ghosts yesterday, guys. We learned a lot. But some questions, they remain. Like, yeah, when's a ghost gonna suck my dick?
Harrison, scout ahead. We'll cover you.
You'll have to ask the Fear 2 protagonist.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh no! Guys, I was trapped!
Oh no.
You were trapped in Epilepsy Hallway.
I was trapped in an Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, Onyx, there's always been a soundboard. We don't use it that often because
No, we do use it. It's just Gino's a coward. We don't have. I mean, we've got some Gino love in this. I mean, we got one of your best quotes ever. Where the fuck is it? Where's the dead body quote? Gino.
Anyone want to see a dead body?
You see, that recording is so crisp that every single time part of my brain thinks it's him saying it again.
Oh, see, this time it's the Predators and not the aliens.
We lost Harrison. Negative. I'm still reading normal life signs.
Yeah, we are enriching Gino's fake-ass Stardew Valley Road like deck builder game. Thank you, Onyx.
Do I have anything else on the soundboard, or is it just does anyone want to see a dead body?
You were the one that recommended a spray bottle for ZP saying inappropriate things.
Anyway, look
yeah,
at these big, large environments. You couldn't do this on a Nintendo 64.
My speaking of spray bottles, my 9th grade math teacher had a spray bottle, and she would squirt it at kids who were falling asleep in the middle of class.
Yeah, I had the same teacher. You probably shouldn't do that anymore.
Shouldn't
Yeah,
spray children with spray bottles?
with water
Yeah, probably not.
when they were falling asleep in class. I got sprayed a couple times. I usually fell asleep again like a few minutes later, but
I had a teacher who he threw a book at a kid who was falling asleep, and he intentionally like kind of buzzed him. He did not hit the kid, but he hit like the wall next to the kid.
Uh-huh. That seems like the
well,
kind of thing that would lead to legal action.
Well, I can recognize nowadays that that would probably at least get you reprimanded. He was much beloved.
I had a teacher who dropped a giant stack of books on the desk I was sleeping on to wake me up.
I've done that. Make a loud sound with someone who's fallen asleep in class. Yeah, that's. I'm not touching you. I'm waking you up. So the legal term for it is known as en loco parentis.
Call me?
Which means basically when you're minor, the school officially becomes the parent on site. So as long, and this is legal, as long as the action of the educator would be considered an acceptable action within the household in the state that you are in, it is therefore legal.
So
The Predator got me, you guys.
The fucking that fucking vehicle blew up out of nowhere.
No, the Predator was shooting shit.
Oh.
I was shooting shit at the vehicle.
I got movement.
Harrison, scout
So,
ahead, we'll cover
does
you.
that mean from state to state you can be more or less awful to children?
Yes.
I mean, that's always been the case in the United States. That's always been the case, is like states have way more right. This is why, of all the things that I've heard about the current orange person, dissolving the Department of Education wouldn't have that many impacts, just because 90% of the budget and the rulemaking and the curricula and what is allowed and not allowed is actually already still owned by state and local municipalities. So, yes.
It's bad, but it's not as bad as you might think. Oh shit, it's a mumble.
Lionheart says, what is more iconic? A Moro Ray's RX-78-2 Gundam or Ripley's Power Loader?
Like, we have 17 states where corporal punishment is still legal. Like, just...
I hate that.
Like, absolutely. We have 17 states where it is completely and totally legal. Of those 17, I think there are 3 or 4 where it's legal, but it's not used.
That's good.
But, yeah, we have anywhere between, by definition, 8 to 12 states where it's completely and totally legal.
I don't like that. That's my stance.
Well, and then you have states like California where it's illegal in public schools, but there's no law prohibiting it in private. I mean, I think that it's Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Illinois, and Iowa. Those are the only states where it's illegal in private and public education.
Like, ZP being a DOE basher makes so much sense to me, says Onyx in the chat.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not a DOE basher. It's more or less that I don't believe that it would have nearly as bad as,
we
say,
can
the
finally
gutting
get
of
our
the
libertarian...
CDC or the Human Health and Services, like the things that are actually at the top of the list of, like, we fight tooth and nail for. The Department of Education
wait.
is mid-tier.
Before you say anything, Yatsu, what do you think doe is?
A deer, a female.
What do you think doe is? A resident Canadian in the chat. He doesn't know what doe is.
But no, yeah, like, I would prefer it if the DOE was in place and in practice forever. The funding that the federal government provides, especially for special education, for example, is critically important if it's still perpetually behind in terms of meeting its obligations. But that 10%, even though it's supposed to legally be 40%, but what's the government going to do? Sue the government?
That's what I would do if I was the government.
I mean, states have sued the federal government before.
Yeah, but then the federal government says, you're suing us for money that does not exist.
Yatsu says he has not seen, he doesn't know if Canada has a Department of Education.
No, it's all probably provincial,
No, it's in Canada, it's completely provincial, so it's by...
I assume just in Newfoundland, they just give you, like... They give you a fishing rod and a pickaxe and say, alright, you learned everything you need to know.
Like, this is the weird thing where, like, the United States would be considered, like, oddly progressive, is consolidating an education department into a single federal bureau was, like, it's not that common in even what we would call the developed world because it's considered such a local and municipal issue.
Remember
However,
when video games just
Yes.
remember when
Whatever
video
you're about
games
to
just
say,
were like
yes.
this?
Just give you a massive open area, and none of it is... It's all pointless, but it's cool that it's there in the first place.
Okay. See, we're going somewhere, because...
Because a guy fell from the ground. A guy got Morrowinded.
He got... Oh, he got
That's where he fell from the
Predator.
sky.
I don't know how I turned on the flashlight, but I think it's very funny looking.
Is it V? Or F?
No, F is flare.
B?
Badass.
Oh, it's G, of course.
My quick save button.
No, quick saves F6.
I
Don't
usually remap it to G.
Major McCain, we've reached the southeast entrance.
McCain.
Doesn't look like anybody's home. Security systems are offline.
We're picking up some scattered energy sources. Probably emergency backups. Still no response on the emergency channel, sir. Keep trying. All proceed to the power cord.
You were saying a however before, ZP. What were you however in?
You're still on track.
Regarding Department of Education being slightly progressive in that we have one.
He said that basically the damage would not be as bad as you might otherwise think
Oh, look, these people, they've been predatored.
because of the regional control.
Like in the video game.
What would you describe as being predatored?
You get hung upside down with your skin ripped off.
Okay.
And you're dead before the... sometime. I don't know if it's before or after the skin gets stripped off. In Predators, they rip the guy's spine out. I think that happens in Predator 2 as well.
How's it look?
And they like wear it on their satchel.
What is the one that came out recently? That was
I don't
like
know.
Native Americans.
What was the Native American cast? Was
Oh, Prey. That
Yeah.
movie's good.
So good.
What?
Yeah.
Movie
Yeah, it's
Prey?
called Prey.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one with?
That's the
Adrian
one with the
Brody?
Native Americans fighting the Predator.
Oh no, that's the Native American one.
No,
what
it
am I
is
thinking
not
of?
the one with Adrian Brody.
No, it is
What's
not.
the one with Adrian Brody?
Adrian Brody
Predators.
is Predators.
Oh, okay.
So that there's Predator, there's Predator 2, there's Predators, there's The Predator, and
yeah,
then there's
I'm mixing up. Okay, yeah,
Prey.
yeah. So the Predator is terrible. Holy
Yeah, the
shit,
one
it's
where
bad. It
the
has
Predator
Keegan-Michael
wants to use the
Key.
power of autism.
Yeah. So autism, Olivia Munn. I believe scriptwriter who had to be removed from the project because he was a pedophile.
Oh God.
Onyx.
Does this mean Predator has a better batting average of decent movies than the Alien series?
Oh no, wait, sorry. Yeah, this was the Shane Black controversy.
And
Autism.
then
Yeah, no,
So-
the Predators need the power of autism.
Is this like a BioWare thing where they're like, yeah, you know, we'll just hook this autistic kid up to a computer and we'll be fine.
Okay, so I found this thing that I was referencing. I just want to read these two sentences and just, You know, a lot has been said about Olivia Munn.
what about her?
She should not have been put in this situation though. Director Shane Black hired his longtime friend Steve Wilder Striegel, known professionally as Steve Wilder, for a minor unauditioned role in The Predator, in which his character repeatedly tries to flirt with Brackett, played by Olivia Munn. Black did not inform Olivia Munn that Wilder has been a registered sex offender since 2010, where he pleaded guilty to enticing a minor by computer after he attempted to lure a 14-year-old girl into a sexual relationship via email.
Anyway, I'm turning on the power in the video game Aliens versus Predator 2.
Onyx in the chat says, "I love Adrian Brody's nose." We all do.
The Brutalist.
Brody Quest?
Kids love the Brutalist.
And then the fun fact for Braden is this is the movie that inspired Predator Hunting Grounds.
Anyway, the Brutalist. Who wants to watch a 4-hour movie about a sad Hungarian man who escapes the Holocaust and then makes buildings?
I try to avoid sad movies.
He's played by Adrian Brody.
That sounds like a very boring, shitty movie that gets a nod at the Oscars or something.
I thought that...
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that Adrian
Oh, it
Brody's an
sucks.
actor? Like, does Hollywood care about him?
Yes! They put him in the Brutalist!
He does, yeah, he was in the Brutalist. He was in the French Dispatch. He was pretty good in that.
Yeah!
He does all of those Wes Anderson stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, we love Adrian Brody in this house.
Yes, we, the Deep Listens family, love Adrian Brody. Did anyone watch Adrian Brody in that Jackie Chan movie where he plays like a Roman emperor or some shit?
What?
Yes.
Is that weird one with like where like Arnold Schwarzenegger makes a small appearance in it?
No. It's Adrian Brody. Jackie Chan is on the Silk Road and he's defending it from Adrian
Western
Brody.
barbarians.
Yeah.
Western
What I'm
barbarians.
asking, here's my follow-up question. Is this one of those movies that like China paid for and was developed and filmed in China?
Unclear. You could look this up, but Jackie Chan is on the Silk Road and he is defending it from the Western barbarians led by Adrian Brody, who I think he's Roman.
Uh-huh.
And I think he's supposed to have like a crush on his sister too.
Yeah, this
so
checks out.
You need to remember that Jackie Chan, A, is a diehard supporter of the CCP, and B, didn't he, like, disown his biological child because she came out as gay or trans?
I
Yeah.
have no idea. I can
Anyway,
tell
bad
you that
things-
this movie was made in 2015 and it's called
Anyways,
Dragon
I thought that Gina was going to point out that
What is it?
Adrian...
Wait, what is this movie called?
Dragon Blade.
Yeah.
Dragon Blade, that's it.
I thought that you were going to point out that...
The original title
maybe
is
one of his-
Tianjiang Shongxi. This may be a Chinese-funded movie.
Yeah, it probably is. I thought that Gina was going to talk about one of Adrian Brody's more awkward roles, where he's still good, but he does not look the role, is where Winning Time had him play Pat Riley, and he does not look or sound like Pat Riley, and it fucks me up.
Kind of looks like Pat Riley.
Kind of. They dyed his hair gray, but he does not sound like Pat Riley.
That's true.
At all.
Um,
At all.
Yeah, so I really could not recommend. Is it Police Story? The Jackie Chan.
Police Story 1 and 2 are fucking great.
They're amazing. I do not condone
The amount of physical violence his body took. Like, he has said, I'm never going to be involved in a Police Story reboot because my body would burst in flames.
Yeah.
Because Police
I mean,
Story is maybe one
That
of the
that
best
ending
action
shot
movies
where he slides down that chandelier, he got fucking third-degree burns on his hands.
Harrison, find
Third degree burns on his hands and like broke his back.
Grid for the bay. Shugi, Blackwell.
The like end of the film where they show all of him taking all of the hits.
Yep.
Is
Kind of fucked up
nuts.
in hindsight.
Listen, Hong Kong didn't have safety standards back then, and with and
Or at all.
no. And we can thank those lack of safety standards for hard boiled.
Greatest action scene we've ever seen.
Yeah, some of the greatest fucking action movies ever made. Just don't ask about how many extra people on the film set got hurt.
Or how many were forced to be, like, stagehands against their will.
Yeah, just don't worry about it.
Or the fact that the entire Hong Kong filmmaking community has been, like, gutted for propaganda. Which is why John Woo came to the United States.
Yeah, and now John Woo is... hey, he made Red Cliff. That was pretty good.
Oh god, they're making a Rush Hour 4.
Yeah, it doesn't look terrible.
What? Are you saying that Red Cliff's not good?
Wait, how did?
Yeah,
Did they?
I saw that movie.
I saw
And
it.
there's a Karate Kid
It was
sequel.
poop.
It's
That's-
all the
that's real
fun.
Well, they've rebooted the Karate Kid movie.
No, they are
Why?
doing a Karate Kid movie.
What about
yes,
Will
they
Smith's son?
are doing a Karate Kid movie that ties together the one with Jaden Smith and the current Cobra Kai era Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So let's roll things back a minute. How did they dig Chris Tucker out of whatever church he's been hiding in for a Rush Hour 4?
Money. I assume money.
Money.
Yeah, they just said, here's some money.
You just put money on the ground and then put it inside of a trap held up by a stick. And then Chris Tucker wandered into it, and now he has to do Rush Hour movies again.
I'm just looking at Jackie Chan's filmography because I remember recently on Amazon Prime there was just a lot of Jackie Chan movies added that were like, I've never seen these actors before in my life except Jackie Chan.
I mean, he said as much that his like American movies he did for the paycheck.
Yeah, I mean his American movies kind of fell off a cliff after 2003 anyway, so like I don't blame him.
Well, he had that movie with Owen Wilson where
Shanghai Noon.
Yeah, Shanghai Noon, where he said the sun may. Owen Wilson said the sun may rise in the west, in the east, but it sets in the west. And Owen Wilson did gun stuff.
Yep.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
We like that. What's going on with Owen Wilson?
He
was in Loki.
Recovered. Well, yeah, he took a hiatus because of a reason I don't want to talk about, but yeah.
No.
He was also in he was in the most recent Wes Anderson movie because
he does the Wes Anderson films, but in case people, this is a trigger warning. Wilson attempted suicide at the peak of his career.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's why he stopped acting for a bit.
Oh, I assumed you were going to tell me something about Owen
No,
Wilson.
he seems like a decent guy, at least as far as actors are concerned.
Let's just say if you watch Midnight in Paris, which is one of the first films he did after the fact, that and Darjeeling Limited, like his more loosey-goosey, like feeling more comfortable in his own skin it's a pretty important movie for him in particular, because it's like, yeah, that's the second movie I made after The Stuff.
Oh, I did not know that.
But yeah, he took that weird, I guess not weird, but that hiatus in the early aughts.
Oh, I can pick my flares back up.
And he's like,
I'm looking at his
Wikipedia
page. It looks like it didn't take much of a hiatus, but it does say he had a suicide attempt. That he survived.
Other Owen Wilson question. Other, I guess, actor question. Do you think there's anyone who could fill the Jeff Goldblum role, or is it just Jeff Goldblum playing Jeff Goldblum? Because I feel like Owen Wilson is like, he's a weirdo.
Apparently, that like this version of Jeff Goldblum that we see in commercials and like modern stuff, where he's just this weird, quirky guy. Like that's him. That's not an act. That's Jeff Goldblum. Like he's that person.
Yeah.
He's always been that person.
There are absolutely actors that can do that, but it's not that they are that, right? And also, those actors are currently being used as like your weird neurotic person.
No, I'm fully convinced that Daniel Day-Lewis is an actual weirdo. Like he's just like
yes.
I think he's definitely weird.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh my God, the aliens!
I think that we know for a fact that most method actors deeply into their private life. Jeff is only cast. Have you seen the Jeff Goldblum show that's on Disney Plus? Yes, there's a Jeff Goldblum show on Disney Plus.
Oh, that's right. It's like a Nat Geo thing, right?
Yeah, it's just here's a wandering around asking
Can you
questions.
shoot that real quick? Can you shoot that pistol again? Is that the Half-Life pistol sound? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Like I'm looking at Arnold Schwarzenegger's filmography now because, as you should, I'm trying to find a bunch of Chinese movies that I've seen in Schwarzenegger from the years 2020 to now, and they're not listed there. In fact, there's nothing listed for him after 2019, which is really weird.
Oh no, not Joss Blaney.
Oh yeah, Jeff Goldblum was in Wiki. It was good. But if you want to see Jeff Goldblum learn about the history of tattoos...
Ah, wow, that's amazing. Tattoos, huh?
It's great.
Well,
he's like,
So, when you put the ink on your skin, is it painful?
Tattoos are... You know, there's just something about them.
You know, it's really strange. You know, I myself do not have any tattoos. However, you know, you see a fellow with a tattoo, and it's really quite something, isn't it?
So, at the end of that episode is him going to a Jeff Goldblum tattoo festival.
Uh-huh.
And then signing tattoos. Like,
oh, Jesus Christ.
It's very good. Have a lump of coal.
Where's your health being measured?
Top left.
Oh, I see it now.
I lost all of my armor.
Hero is into my nameless character.
So for me at least, Braden's stream has achieved the ability to be all ads all the time. It's just been constant ads for some
you know what would fix that? You know what would give you ad-free viewing?
What's that?
Subscribing.
Subscribing!
Subscribe, sucker.
Ha 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 ha!
So here's a question. What are your thoughts on Michael Cera?
He's good.
Work.
Michael Cera.
He seems self-aware.
Yeah, Michael Cera knows what kind of actor he is.
So that's the thing. Like, I would argue that if Hollywood was smarter, they could totally pivot to make someone like Michael Cera or the other guy just like a Jeff Goldblum Avenger. But they won't do that because they're just like, well, they play the awkward or the awkward like themselves.
Is Michael Cera still playing the awkward TV?
I mean, now he plays awkward adults. He was in Barbie.
Oh yeah.
He was Alan.
Onyx says in chat, your Jeff Goldblum voice is a mix of Squidward and Jennifer.
That sounds accurate, actually. Yeah, kind of sounds like that.
That was a pretty good synopsis of that.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I can't remember any of the other?
Oh, you know, it's a fascinating thing.
Something Mintz Ploss, the guy who played McLovin in Superbad. Also, speaking of Superbad...
Oh, I don't think he counts as a Michael Cera. He's his own thing.
He, man, Superbad does not hold up to rewatch.
Oh, word?
No, it doesn't.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Does it hold up better or worse than American Pie?
No. American Pie holds up way worse.
American Pie holds up way worse because it's from the 90s instead of the aughts. Ah, fuck. I got aliened!
Although it's got Eugene Levy in it, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's true. Eugene Levy is good.
It's Levy.
Sure. Levy? Okay.
Levy?
You can Levy it.
My bad.
Yeah, no, he's... Listen, you insult Eugene Levy, you insult the entire nation of Canada.
It's true.
Oh, is that all it takes?
What about his son?
Dan Levy is also very good.
No idea. I've never seen his son act.
You've never seen Schitt's Creek?
No, I've you've asked me this like several times. Every time I said like I've never seen Schitt's Creek, like, what? That's your culture.
That is your culture!
Eugene Levy's connected to Canada. Yes, he's aggressively Canadian.
Yeah, one of the main SCTV guys, if you guys know what that is.
Vaguely.
It includes such alumni like, you know, John Candy.
Oh yeah.
I love John Candy.
That's a shame he died.
On who? What, Onyx? Go to Google.com.
Oh my god.
Look up John Candy.
These children.
Candy, like...
You know, Uncle Buck.
I might know it as actually.
Uncle Buck is like one of the greatest fucking movies of all time.
I'm sorry,
It's
I'm just...
candy like the candy that you eat.
Like, you eat candy. Yum, yum.
Yeah.
The first one, Onyx.
And, yeah, his French name is, of course, Jean Condor.
But yeah,
Jean
like Dave
Truffaut.
Thomas, Catherine O'Hara, John Candy,
Yeah.
Harold Ramis.
Oh yeah, Harold Ramis. Yeah. Also, rest in peace.
Mike Myers.
Yeah, Mike Myers. He was not the actual CTV show that existed.
Ryan Gosling. I don't think
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, I don't think. He was like a kid in a dumb TV show called Breaker High, who someone realized, oh, that kid's gonna be hot, so we
He's
should keep
also
hiring him.
Young Hercules.
Yes.
In fact, look it up.
I remember
That's right,
being
Lorne
at a
Michaels is
convention
also
as
Canadian.
a member of the press, and I asked Richard Ian Cox, who's the voice of Inuyasha, what he preferred working on more, Breaker High or Inuyasha, and he said Breaker High.
one of those made anime people aware of him. The other one didn't. So
yeah. In Breaker High, he played a very effeminate
Boardmaster.
Yep.
Gino's got some questions about a recent entry to the soundboard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jeez.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What'd you do?
I wasn't there. I had nothing to do.
What I played.
Yeah, when's Ghost gonna suck my dick?
Anyway,
Resources
aliens,
and
huh?
time, and you do this.
You'll have to wait until they release a gender-flipped remake of the Patrick Swayze movie Ghost to find out.
Oh.
How will the pottery scene work?
Yeah, how will the pottery scene?
So
there's going to be some sort of weird like equivalent to it. That's like
you gotta have the pottery scene.
Millennials.
Yeah, but instead of pottery, it's
Pottery. It's whittling. It's a whittling scene. Just a very sexually tense whittling scene.
I mean, I think it's still pottery. Millennials love pottery.
yeah.
But if we're on the note of the soundboard, I'm still offended.
Anyone want to see a dead body?
Yeah, that one could be louder.
It could be, but it's not bad.
Haha, take that, foolish alien. You're stuck on the geometry.
On the soundboard.
Rawr.
There's always that.
Where did that one come from?
Oh, I forgot about that one. So you have to.
Hey!
I expected a better laugh track.
Booty.
Listen, it was a Creative Commons laugh track. I had to work with what I had to work with.
Booty.
I always wanted to drive
Rawr.
movies.
Glad we have a sound.
But yes, Onyx, if you don't know who John Candy is, you need to watch a movie that involves him. Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah.
Or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, Planes, Trains,
There
and
you go, that's
Automobiles
the
is
one.
probably better, but Uncle Buck is my personal favorite.
Yeah,
Also,
I think Uncle Buck's my favorite.
Spaceballs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Spaceballs is more of a...
that's a Bill.
Where the hell did you come from?
I told you I'd pull your ass out of the fire, Duke. Where's Hall?
What's his name?
Bill
Gone,
Pullman.
Frosty. And Deckard's badly burned. They were
Isn't he-
everywhere.
Wait, isn't he? Isn't John?
My motion
Candy-
tracker
Bill
can
Pullman
read
and
my
Rick
brain.
He's more of a
Sure.
bit character in that.
Yeah, he's
Rick
the
Moranis
teddy
steals
bear
the
guy.
show.
You
in
heard Hall's
Spaceballs.
briefing. These things are
Yeah, but
parasites.
he's barf.
They need hosts.
He's his own best
Yeah,
friend.
The
I
law
don't
are
know,
alive.
man.
Hall's toast. Let's get the
I
hell
don't
out of
think
here.
Spaceballs is-
He's right, Frosty.
I don't.
She's
I'm
gone.
with
Dare you.
Boardmaster.
I'm not
I don't
leaving
think
without
that
her.
Spaceballs is actually
Our dad
that
is right. They'll take her for
good
incubation.
or clever or
That's their weakness.
Not much of a weakness.
interesting to
I'll
watch.
take
Like,
what I can get.
Like,
there are
as
the
a Mel
fun
Brooks
meme
fan,
moments, and then there's the actual like
Transmitter's shot, but
everything
looks
in
like your
between,
camera
and
feed
the
is
everything in between is
We
boring as
monitoring
all
you from
shit.
APC.
I caught a. This thing's a volleyball or a beach ball with sunglasses. That's amazing.
hell yeah. But no, like, as a Mel Brooks fan, like, Spaceballs is definitely one of his least clever movies.
Oh, I don't know. The Dracula movie is abhorrent. Yes.
Yeah, that one's not so good. Man, Leslie Nielsen was wasted on so many movies over his career.
I will say this: I'm a defender of History of the World Part 1.
How do you feel
And-
about High Anxiety?
It's great. I love that movie.
I swear.
I
if
think
you
that movie's
say
great.
A single bad thing about.
Young Frankenstein is art.
It is.
I mean, everybody likes Young Frankenstein. That movie seems to be universally beloved.
Is that his best movie overall?
I mean, there's Blazing Saddles, which is...
Blazing Saddles and The Producers.
The problem with Blazing... Oh, you're right. The Producers is probably his overall best film. The problem with Blazing Saddles is I think that ending sucks.
Oh, the ending where they just give up and they're like, I'm working for Mel Brooks, and then the fourth wall literally falls down.
I think the ending is great.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a very silly movie.
You wouldn't be saying
Oh,
anything
really?
bad about Blazing Saddles or Young Frankenstein in the chat, would you? Wouldn't dare.
If anyone says anything bad about Young Frankenstein in the chat, I will remember this. I'm like a Telltale game.
Haha, funny jokes. How's Telltale doing this these days?
The Wolf Among Us 2 definitely still coming out.
They kind of technically exist.
Onyx, you should go watch
Or
Young
it's a
Frankenstein.
revival company by like people who weren't shitty.
Specifically the black and white version, because I swear to God they keep redoing it in color, and that's not good.
The whole point of that movie was it was black and white on purpose.
Listen, there are people out there, and unfortunately a high number of them, who see black and white and go, "Ew, I don't want to watch that."
And that's why they never saw Pleasantville.
That's why no one watched The Artist.
I mean, that's for...
Also, that movie's not very good, but you know. I like Jean Duhart. I really like the first OSS 117 movie. I found out they made a third one set in former French colonial Africa, and I said, "Oh no!" in like 2014 or something.
All right, so for those that have seen it, would you rather watch Mel Brooks' silent movie or The Artist?
I don't think I've seen either of those.
I trust Mel Brooks to make a good silent movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just trust Mel Brooks.
I love that he's still alive. He's like 98 years old, still kicking.
But he dropped out of movie making a while ago, didn't he?
Yeah, no, Dracula Dead and Loving It was his last movie.
I thought was he not involved in the... What was that movie?
The Producer's remake?
Was he involved in that? Remake?
I mean, that man's wife was Anne Bancroft, and apparently they just genuinely loved each other. And it wasn't like a weird mishmash of, wow, a supermodel, famous actress married a schlum. It's like, no, they actually fucking loved each other until she died.
I forgot that Gene Wilder was married to Gilda Radner.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Huh.
Of SNL fame.
I did not know that.
I can see that.
Well, people...
Mel Brooks?
Mel Brooks does voice acting because people like the Mel Brooks voice.
That's true.
There's a weird period where he stopped directing, and I think he's even said this in interviews. I don't know, flippantly or real. It's like, sometimes these animated movies, they want the Jew voice, and I'm here to give it to them.
That is something he would say, yeah.
So apparently there's a History of the World Part 2 that Mel Brooks wrote and produced.
Huh.
They put Wanda Sykes in it.
Okay.
I mean,
the fact that I haven't heard of this meat is concerning.
Yeah.
It was on...
To Netflix?
It was a TV show. It was on Hulu. It was...
Oh, so that's why no one ever heard about it.
Hulu, the sign of quality.
Which streaming service would you hear, like, a movie came out for that service?
Tubi.
Find the most
Well, actually, no. Tubi's now started doing, like, weird exclusivity deals with A24, so there's actually good stuff there.
Oh, they could. Oh, we can finally just ignore A24 now. Oh, thank goodness.
You know what my favorite part about Tubi is?
Well,
I was just gonna say they have no idea how to stop ad blocks.
Those fucking little tiny...
I'm not slandering Tubi. No one would dare slander.
I will.
How dare you? Who do you think you are?
I'm twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Welcome to my live stream.
I had to go to Tubi to watch The King Tide.
Did you actually watch that movie because of the Red Letter Media video?
Yeah, I absolutely did. It's actually genuinely good. I liked it.
So, points in this game's favor. Has a pretty good shotgun.
I mean, if you're going to go into the Mystery Flesh dungeon, you need to have a good shotgun.
Tell that to Doom 3.
I try not to.
Oh wow, I actually can't believe that Lionheart remembered Madeline Kahn.
Yes, she is
How many people do you remember?
She's in Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein and probably a lot of other things.
Oh my god!
She is like the other successful actor that is a lady that came out of SCTV. Aside from Catherine O'Hara, who I think is more successful than her. But they're both great.
Catherine O'Hara, a national treasure.
Yep.
Hey, you know, a lot of Canadians are, really good actors, as it turns out.
It is.
Because they have to just act every day. Live in Canada.
Well, I would say because there's so many funds to there's so many opportunities to work here in acting just because of all of the weird subsidies.
Yeah, the Canada we must protect our local actors subsidies that they have.
Yeah.
And then they leave.
Popping up there.
Yes, Catherine O'Hara is Canadian.
Yeah.
So
Are you telling me with a name like Catherine O'Hara, you didn't think she was Canadian?
Most Canadian name.
O'Hara, she could be Irish.
Yeah, what do you think all of the East Coast is? It's
Well,
just
that, I mean, also,
was the
what do you
actor
think
from
all
Monolith
the
to
East
win?
Coast is, other than the
Scarlett
Italian?
O'Hara.
Scarlett O'Hara. Oh, see, that's where I get mixed up. Okay.
Catherine O'Hara is fucking great. Once again, Schitt's Creek, pretty good show. You should watch it, Yatsu.
Great show.
She is... All of the actors in that show elevate it to such a degree that sometimes, the writing is just a little too dry, but it's oh, they're selling it. Anyway.
Question from Braden's chat for ZP. ZP, do you think Ice Cube is Irish?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No, there are other people.
O'Shea Jackson.
We're talking about the whites.
Which Ryan is superior, Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling's a better actor.
Good.
That's pretty unanimous.
Here's the question. I'm going to name an actor, and you tell me if you think they're Canadian or not.
Okay.
Pamela Anderson.
Yes. It's just all yes. There's a surprising number of Canadians in Hollywood.
We can call partial credit on it. I remember this. Pamela Anderson from Lady Song.
She is
Phil Hartman.
Oh,
Alright, you were correct. Phil Hartman is the next one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that what everyone's saying?
Yeah.
I saw his I saw his dedication in on TV.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Howie Mandel.
American.
American.
I'm going to say Canadian also.
Okay, Gino was the only one right. He's also Canadian.
Oh.
God damn it.
Steve
Look at
Martin.
my dead-eyed Lithtech man shaking his head.
Wait, how come I'm the one that can explain that, WWK? I mean, that should be pretty obvious where those come from.
What? What are you guys talking about?
Gina's chat.
Board can explain where African American last names ... come from.
I don't.
And we don't need this.
Hi, hello, I have a history degree. How about we
depends on
don't?
the area. Anyway, Steve Martin. Choose your answer.
Steve
I say
Martin?
American.
Steve Martin's American because Martin Short is Canadian.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's their relationship.
Yeah, okay. You got that one right.
What the hell is going on?
No response, sir.
He was
the gate
American.
won't
He
open.
is
I don't
was
think
American.
open sesame is going to work,
Onyx
sir.
Gamer
How
says
about we
Ryan
use
Reynolds
Duke as
and
a
his
battering ram?
evil wife
Just
are
get that
inferior
door
to all
open.
other
We're
Ryans.
sitting
Why is
ducks.
I'll go.
Oh,
Why is this
there's a
right
whole
here?
thing.
You've got
That's
more
oddly
balls
specific.
than
William
brains,
Shatner.
son. Exactly what
Shatner
this assignment
is
calls for.
Canadian.
I rigged up
Canadian.
an IR lens for
All right.
you, but it'll drain your
Once
battery
again, they're all
quickly.
Canadian.
You'll only be able to use
It's not
Are they
true.
all Canadian?
Don't rely on it too much.
You had one who
Like
wasn't
this
Canadian.
mission ain't stupid enough without
That's true. I
equipment
stuck one in there. Tried
Everyone
to
Deal
is
with it, Duke.
secretly
Harrison,
Canadian.
good luck.
Oh, we have night vision now. Look how bad it looks. You know what? I'll say this. This is less of a nightmare clusterfuck compared to AVP 99.
Well, I mean, AVP 99 was just bad in like so many ways.
Also, that night vision filter is still less bad than the visual filters in the first AVP game for the Jaguar.
Oh, don't worry.
Would this game be the first good game that Monolith had put out since Blood?
Oh, right.
Blood 2 is shit. Shogo is shit.
Where do you land on Nolf 1?
Nolf, when I played Nolf, the general feeling I got from Nolf. Oh, look at these motherfuckers. You can't see your motion detector if you're using night vision. See, that's game juice right there, baby. The thing about Nolf 1, based on my play of it, is it was a lot of neat ideas that maybe are not executed on that well. By the way, if I sound like shit, it's because I'm sick.
Are you doing it?
Oh, I thought it was because you sound like you.
No. God, now I'm just thinking about Aliens Dark Descent.
Yeah, that's not a great movie.
No, the game, the tactics game.
Anyways, here's another one, Christopher Plummer.
Christopher Plummer.
He's British.
Yeah, isn't he British?
Yeah, I thought he was British.
Yeah, not Canadian. Can you go ahead and hit him with the dead body quote?
Oh.
Anyone want to see a dead body?
Christopher Plummer was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
What?
Damn it. Wait, no. That was back when Canada wasn't its own country. It was still Britain. So
yeah.
We're still right.
Checkmate, motherfucker.
Bitch.
Yeah, Canadians had British accents until they had their independence post World War II.
Are you serious? You're gonna go with the fact that it used to be a colony still?
Listen, Christopher Plummer was in fucking Dr. Doolittle, okay?
Yeah.
He's also in Star Crash.
Oh, you're right. God, that's a movie.
Get a soundboard piece for Canadian content.
Alright. Elliot Page.
Elliot Page is Canadian.
Canadian.
Damn, too easy.
Very Canadian.
Elliot Page is very Canadian.
He's very Canadian.
I'm surprised I got you guys with Howie Mandel, to be honest.
You didn't get me.
That's true, I didn't get you. The problem is, like, the rest of these, like, there's some here, like, I have a list of all the, like, notable Canadian actors, and there's some of these that I feel like I could trick you with, but not many of them. Or at least some of these aren't really all that well known.
You feel like, so where do you have that list? Is it just posted, like, above your bed?
Yes.
So you can look at it all the time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just constantly just looking at it. You know, like that meme with Wolverine? Except it's just me with, like, a list of Canadian actors?
List of Canadian actors.
Wait, is Lionheart playing Dragon Quest VII?
Yes.
Oh no.
Is that not a good Dragon
Yeah, Dragon Quest VII that's the PS1 one, and that's the one that is 80 bajillion hours long.
Yeah, that's like 200 hours
grinding.
long. It's the grindiest game. It's the most boring Dragon Quest game. It's
Lionheart seems to like that sort of stuff, though.
Lionheart has
the first 5 hours.
multiple children, and somehow is like, yes, this is how. No,
like the first 5 to 10 hours, you can have a good time, and then it just keeps going and going, and the Iona stories don't get any more interesting. But there's so many more of them.
Anyway, now I'm just thinking about Aliens Dark Descent and how
it keeps going.
How Alien Dark Descent is a good game.
How Aliens Dark Descent is like a game that I'm gonna put up there with that fucking King Arthur game, on the Arbitrary Water list of tactics games I will never shut up about, but no one has played.
Oh wait, the King Arthur Total War.
No, King Arthur Knight's Tale, not King Arthur the strategic. Not King Arthur the role-playing war game, which is made by the same studio.
Oh, okay.
Is this King Arthur, A Knight's Tale, have anything to do with the movie?
No, it does not. It does not have any. Unfortunately, they do not play "We Will Rock You." Instead, oh, smart gun, smart gun, smart gun.
So, Brayden, have you tried Nuclear Orbit?
I'm sorry, Wayland Yuchani wants the site intact. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Last pre-Halo shooter? I mean, just the PCs are not consoles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't
it would take another 2 or 3 years for Halo to really start mucking up PC shooters.
Yeah, Gearbox ported Halo in 2003.
So, here's my take as a twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. The last PC shooter was Crysis.
Yes, I agree with that take.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, until like Dusk and stuff started coming out.
Yeah,
sure.
But yeah, the last PC shooter was Crysis.
What about
and then
Stalker?
Crysis 2 was a console shooter.
Stalker was also 07.
And isn't Stalker on consoles?
Yeah, but let me tell you, that's not how you want to play that game.
Stalker is not. Stalker 2 is. Stalker 1 is not.
It is now.
Well, okay.
Stalker 1 is?
Yep.
Eventually.
Huh.
But not.
That's not the version you want to play. I've seen some footage of those.
I mean, you don't want to play any of them.
Alright, so let's try to turn WWK's question into like a good question. What was the last pre-Halo console shooter? Was it like Time Splitters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time Splitters 2.
Red Faction, Time Splitters.
I would say Red Faction.
The geomodding stuff in Red Faction is genuinely impressive.
Was that like early 01?
Yeah.
I think Red Faction was.
I think it may have been around the same time, but it was its own thing as opposed to a Halo.
I mean,
whereas everything after Halo was trying to be Halo.
And then Call of Duty. Yeah.
In which case, everything started becoming Call of Duty.
You could even argue that Red Faction was carrying the "we're not going to follow anyone's template, we're going to follow our own," even all the way up into Guerrilla, because they were the first. Where it's like, fuck this open world shit, we're gonna do it, and you can destroy everything.
I mean, Red Faction 2 is a very...
Red Faction 2 was shit.
Yeah, that game is very of its time.
Wait, so you're saying that Red Faction didn't fall into like the post Half-Life?
No, Red Faction 2 is just super console-y.
Yeah, first Red Faction.
So the first Red, you know about the Geomod stuff in the first Red Faction, right?
Yeah.
Because it was all about like destruction and.
What if I told you that Red Faction 2 has none of that, and it's just a bad console shooter?
It's like the kind of Deus Ex Invisible Wars of the series.
Invisible War. Is that game like? Is there any way to play that game in its original form other than playing it on like the OG Xbox? Now?
You can play it on PC.
Yeah, but it's all fucked up.
There are ways to fix that.
Most of
No, I've even done the ways to fix it. Like the physics are still completely fucked.
Oh, you gotta
cap the frame rate.
You gotta cap the frame rate.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where the frame rate is variable by default unless you cap it.
When you see physics fucking up in an old PC game, the answer is always cap the frame rate.
Cap the frame rate at 60, because remember, God, I forget when they stopped doing this. A lot of those PC games, even all the way up into DirectX 9, they capped the frame rate to the refresh rate of your monitor or the speed of your CPU.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that the muzzle flash fucks up your night vision. This is great.
That they future-proofed their games. It's like, well, what if we did that so is that it always runs good on hardware? And then
guys, the muzzle flash fucks up your night vision.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow, Monolith Productions made a lot of really cool shooters, huh?
Here's a question I'd like to ask. What if Halo had remained in RTS and come out on Max, and we didn't get Halo on consoles? Where do you think shooters would have gone? The same direction?
They just would have
eventually, yeah.
I think you eventually would have hit Call of Duty. Like, it eventually would have happened.
Yeah.
There's no
you eventually get Call of Duty 2 on Xbox 360.
Yeah, because Call of Duty was more of an iteration of like those old PS1 Medal of Honor games. I feel like it was going after that.
Yeah, and I mean, like that Half-Life style of shooting, like they would have someone would have turned that into a console game at some point.
Yeah, like I feel like Day of Defeat was a very popular multiplayer game at the time.
Yeah, oh no, it was.
Call of Duty as well.
Oh yeah, it was.
Do you think the Xbox would have made it anywhere without Halo?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
You don't think KOTOR would have carried it at all?
KOTOR wouldn't have gone to the Xbox by that time.
Without Halo, the Xbox would have been dead on arrival.
It would have gone the way of 3DO.
I agree.
It would have had better games. It would have been a better console than a 3DO.
Yeah, but it would have been as successful.
Like they were giving like the Xbox. I don't know about you guys, but in Canada, they were trying to sell the Xbox so bad, even with Halo, that they were when you bought it, they would give you like 5 free games with it.
Oh, the actual Xbox never made a profit. By the way, the original Xbox was never a profitable console.
Well, the Xbox in Canada, I think like 6 months after it came out, would come with Jet Set Radio Future, Fusion Frenzy, a football game, and
a football or a football game.
So, like
a football game, American football.
Just to go back to it, like the reason why the original Xbox lost them a shit ton of money is A, they were buying stock PC parts. They bought like an overpriced GPU. But the big thing was having built-in hard drive that was at the time a pretty big deal. But that hard drive fucked up the costs so bad for them.
It was a 40 gig hard drive, no, it was an 8 gig hard drive. I'm sorry, I put a 40 gig hard drive in mine.
Yeah,
but back in the day,
I put in a 120 gig. Do you know how hard it was to find an IDE hard drive? Jesus fucking
I feel like it should be pretty easy to find an IDE hard drive.
It was in 2019 when I tried to do this. It took me like 2 weeks to find one that wasn't used.
Oh no, they got him. They got that guy.
There's probably a converter out these days where you can plug an IDE cable into like a compact.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, would that work on an Xbox? Do you think?
Somebody's tried it.
Because actually, more recently, I've tried one of those converter cards that lets you hook up an M.2 drive to like a SATA port, and it absolutely won't work with my toaster.
I don't think that would work with an Xbox.
No, I'm not saying for Xbox. I'm saying like I was trying to like clone a hard drive using my toaster, but that only takes SATA connections. I call it a toaster, but it's like one of those like docking bays for. Like,
yeah, I was gonna ask. When you say toaster, do you mean an actual factual toaster?
No, it just looks like a toaster, but for hard drives, and they don't.
I thought you meant a bad PC.
So I'm just gonna say that Zinnia's coming along pretty well. Gradually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dip, but enjoy this straight shooter.
All right.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. So now that there's only one stream, I can start a second stream. Aha.
Okay.
Here's a question.
Go on.
Was no one lose Forever Monolith?
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why won't they let me buy that game?
You can get it for free.
I know, but like
emulation is.
It's not an emulated game.
On PC.
Yeah, it's a PC game.
But
no, it's like.
Yeah, I thought it came on the PS1.
I think there was an Xbox version, but I'm not sure about that. It was primarily a PC game.
It was on PS1. Nolf was on PS1 or PS2. Excuse me.
But yeah, it came out on the PS2.
Yeah.
But not Nolf 2.
Oh no, it didn't come out on the Xbox, just the PlayStation 2. That's weird.
There was all sorts of weird stuff, like with what they would port to which system. Like Deus Ex 1 got ported to the PS2 for some reason, even though the original Xbox probably could have handled it a lot better.
Well, yeah, but like people owned the PlayStation 2?
Well, do you know what people didn't own? The Panasonic 3DO interactive multiplayer.
Nah, some of them did.
Very small. I was going to try to start this at the same time.
But how many people do you know that had the Lucky Gold Star in 3DO?
Even fewer.
Did you know anybody with a 3DO growing up?
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, that's my baseline.
Anyway, how does everyone like Bullfrog?
Bullfrog's fine.
Those, Magic. Are you? If you're playing Magic Carpet, I have bad news. I hope you have a. I hope you're ready to throw up.
Oh, Magic Carpet's good. I forgot how much of a nightmare the opening of the park is.
Yeah, well, guess what? I live in the U.S. market region, nerd. I ain't no European being like, "Hey, where's New Sound of London? This ain't Wipeout."
Relkin, I'm bookmarking that link.
Yep. I also love that website because it's like a weird honeypot.
Fuck yeah. Remember when Peter Molyneux made simulation games and management games as much as he made like his weird fucking sandbox shit?
Didn't need the complete details of your security
Oh, this is the bad frame rate one. Okay, cool. Anyways, theme park's great. It got replaced by Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Regardless, my men are ready to deploy immediately if necessary.
It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
We repaired what can be repaired. 6 of my men died.
3?
Sorry to
Not
hear
2
that.
or 1?
But the situation is
Which
contained.
one was that?
Was it a 3D one or was it
pixel
pixel art?
The pods are intact, but we
it was
have
more. It
teams
was like
in the
isometric.
field for biological and archaeological.
That's 1 or 2.
research.
That's
Even
one
after what happened with the POC.
3 is the one where it's
This facility
3D.
is self-contained. With security running properly, we're perfectly safe.
I had one
Besides,
or
we
two as a
wired the
kid. I
tunnels
don't
with
remember which
charges.
one, but I played
We
a lot
can
more
see them
SimCity
remotely in
4.
case of contamination.
3
Yeah.
teams still
It's been
haven't
more than 20
reported.
years. So
You
let's
may
just say
have
that.
killed
I blame
more
you.
than we
You're
know.
the 5th
We'll
generation.
do whatever
of
we
gaming
can to
expert.
get them out.
We should move inside.
But that's a PC game.
I'd like to
I'm
reestablish
looking
our
at Lone Life
communication
statement
link
here
with the
that,
POC.
The Xbox had all the momentum in 04 and 05. I don't think
We
that's
set up
true.
a booster
Like, at all.
transmitter.
It definitely had
Your
some
permission,
and
my
was picking up a
soldiers
little
can
bit.
modify
But
your
the
software to utilize
360
our transmitter.
coming out like before the PS3
You could lend us a
and
terminal.
Wii
Harrison here can
with
perform
Call
the
of
work.
Duty 2
So-
and King Kong and a couple things. That
Yeah,
was
King
pretty
Kong.
cool.
Assist him in any way.
And then
necessary.
Oblivion in early 06.
So,
You know, I think these Wayland Yutani types might not be up to any good.
Isolate the Marines' communication
Nope.
channels.
No.
We don't want
The
them
360
asking
also
personal
had
questions of pod
Grawl
personnel.
before.
You prepared
Yeah,
for
oh
this?
man, I
Yes,
love
we come
Graw.
out.
Yes, General.
It had Graw
Also-
before the fucking.
Would it hold
like,
up to
we had
investigation?
The
Without
360
bodies,
had
where
a
they
really
died.
good first
In the
year.
tunnels as
It
well.
had-
But
yeah.
the PS3 and Wii could even hit the
We
ground.
They
do
had
what we
Crypt Dark
must.
Zero.
Go then.
Okay,
It had PGR3, which
Not
is
just
actually
not
good.
just the launch though. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the first year, like the Xbox
had,
360.
Hexic 2.
on your right. Bear left.
Hey, Hexic was fucking rad for a game that was free.
It had Dead or Alive 4.
Alexei Pajitnov.
Dead Alive 4 was a good game. Weird,
Was
cutesy amusement park online lobby system. Be damned.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
What?
what they're
Controller
like
does
for
not
now?
work.
Oh my god.
The controller does not work. Alright, let's just back out of
This
this.
is what you get for playing the 3DO.
But no, like the 360
Like,
had
but
it had COD 2 at launch. It also had there's Oblivion, which I mentioned.
See, I have heard of a game called Halo 2, but by the time Halo 2 came out, my friends stopped, getting together and doing Halo parties.
Halo 2, what's that?
That's why you played it on Xbox Live with them.
I didn't know
Access
that.
transmission protocols.
Access denied. General transmission protocols require Alpha 1 clearance.
I know, it's
Access
weird. The
landline
Xbox was...
transmission
I never
protocols.
picked up the Xbox. I had a PlayStation 2 close to its
Reset
launch.
primary
I had a
transport route to
GameCube, I think, a year after its
V290
launch.
booster
Never ended up getting
protocol.
an Xbox.
Alright, let's try this one more time.
I still think I bought... Yeah, I bought a PlayStation 3 before I bought an Xbox 360.
Scientists already dead. Your team is in fatal data fault. Terminal failure. Shutting
I was the opposite,
What
where
the
I had
hell?
an Xbox.
I'm having
before
trouble
I had a
accessing the
PS2,
transmission protocols.
Well, I mean, I was like during most of the PS2
Hey.
GameCube era, I basically had just
startled
full went into.
I believe we have a
PC
problem
gaming.
in the
Like, that is
transmission
where I
line.
played video games.
You'll need to interface with the root system. Please
If it
follow me.
wasn't for the PlayStation 3 bringing me back in with Metal Gear Solid 4,
It would
which is a
take a
game I
cunning
honestly
man
don't
to
really like,
disable our
I
security
probably
Yeah, well,
wouldn't have gotten a 360.
that was Mother, not me.
You can
I was
put
just
a
following
really
orders.
long
I
string
like
in this
brave
field.
men.
Really?
Men like my fiance.
But can you make it longer?
Your fiance?
That's about as far as it goes.
Man,
Okay,
my
yeah, it's
luck
already
never changes.
even just the
Don't
menu
worry,
feels fucking
he is gone.
to deal
He
with.
was outside
Oh
the
god,
pods
remember
when
when
the system
fucking Halo
went
2
down.
came out on PCs and it made you upgrade to Vista?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I had that version of Halo 2. It was not good.
Yes, of course.
I bought it on a
I will
PC
be
that
there
came with
soon.
Vista. Came with 7, sorry.
So how?
Oh!
Live.
Wayland Yutani, they betrayed the Marines!
Oh no.
Who
But
could have
that PC
foreseen
version of
this?
Halo 2 originally made you pay for Xbox Live.
It's been a while since we've seen.
I love Heroes 3, that's very
Blah
European
around
of
here.
me. How
What?
dare you?
Where am I?
You just come
Those
out of
games were
cold
made
sleep?
in California.
What are
Yeah,
you
actually,
in
here
for?
was all. Were
What
all like
crime
online
were you
games on the original
convicted
Xbox
of?
paid
I'm not a
Xbox Live
convict.
subscriptions?
I'm
Yes.
a Marine.
So like
Sure
for
you are.
Fantasy
And I'm
Star
innocent.
Online 2 version,
gotta get outta
whatever
here.
the heck, you needed Xbox Live.
Yes, you have always needed to pay a subscription to play video games on your Xbox.
That's you.
I online.
You must have really pissed
I
somebody
remember.
off.
So
Out
that
of
was
the
like one of the
freezer and
reasons,
into the
like, yeah,
frying
I'm not
pan.
buying an Xbox
That's too
for
bad
Halo
we
2,
didn't
I'm
have
not
more
paying a
time to.
subscription.
Yeah,
And the person who's
Yeah, I'm
paying a
heartbroken
subscription for
too.
an MMO at the time.
No sedative for this one.
And again, like the Halo,
okay.
the
Me
PC
to let
version
you
of
know
Halo
when
2
it's
came
done?
out,
No
and
need.
you had to
I will
pay
be
a
in the observation
subscription
room.
to play it online.
God
They eventually
alone.
rescinded that when they realized nobody
Idiots.
was buying
They're
it.
getting sloppy lately.
Yeah.
Must have their minds.
But
Just
at the
keeps paying
time,
us
in
way more
comparison
on
to
it.
say
Their
like the
mistake.
online servers, like the netcode for PlayStation games online was so much more dicier, whereas with
Oh, yeah,
the
this is-
Xbox's netcode was like, yeah, we're doing it. This is the reason why we charge monthly. Like the netcode even for online games on PS3 was all over the place.
It
Yeah,
was highly
like-
dependent on the developer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was way more consistent on the Xbox in that that was what you were paying for.
Yeah. Here's a question: how many of you sickos ever played a PS2 game online?
I did.
So calm.
I played a
Yeah.
bunch of Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I played a bunch of Ratchet Deadlocked.
So
For
calm.
me,
online.
it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I played that a bunch, and SOCOM.
The first time
owned,
I
like,
really
all
like,
of the SOCOM games on PS2.
like, the PS2 was the first console I had where I really spent a lot of time playing online.
So I can't seem to start a game in the theme park. I get to here, and I want to see. I think it's a menu problem where I choose the location, and it's like, all right, do you want to do this? And I'm like, yeah. And then I do the check mark button, and then I go back to screen.
Is there a start button?
Anyway,
Yeah, I press.
I'm now a thrilling
A thrilling vent crawl.
event
Now
crawl.
you know why no one.
It's like, I'm the alien now.
Yeah. I feel like every game from this era
Goddamn
had a vent
Marines.
crawl for some reason.
Half-Life. The reason it's Half-Life.
Where's the Half-Life?
Yeah, the reason it's Half-Life.
Yeah.
I literally can't start.
Except for Halo 1, which did not have a vent crawl. Instead, it had the library.
Just very large vents.
I'm trying to think, like, what were like the big killer app Xbox games? Like that people were like, oh man.
Halo,
Halo.
KOTOR, PGR,
Borgmaster made that list.
Yeah,
And
but
he
that-
didn't put blinks in it because he's a fraud.
I'm remembering like my local group of friends was really into that Chronicles of Riddick game.
Yeah.
people liked that a lot.
That game was
I feel
a
like
big
the
deal.
At the time, the Xbox's real claim to fame was And all the multi-platform games were better on an Xbox.
They did look
most
better.
of the time.
Yeah.
They looked better. They ran better. You could install music on your hard drive and sometimes play music while playing games, like in Burnout 3.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, my buddy playing that One Tool album on repeat whenever he played those racing games.
Introducing pheromone now.
Real good.
Which Tool album? Do you have a hatred of Tool now?
No, actually,
Okay,
I do actually
do
like Tool, oddly enough. I just, when you're listening to the same album over and over and over again, and you won't change it, you're just like, dude, come on.
Is it the one with the pot on it?
No. If I saw the album cover, 1 second.
Okay, so I can only start a new game in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Apparently.
The UK. Me and the lads, we love watching footy.
It was Anima.
Oh my god, he got Half-Life.
Kay says 2 Betrayals is worse than Library. Maybe. I feel like once you know how to get through the library, it's not much of a problem. 2 Betrayals has a lot of hallways that are just infinitely spawning enemies, but they're really tight, constrained hallways, and you can't run through them.
You know what's funny? I never played Halo.
Halo 1 is...
Oh god, the Predator alien! It killed me!
There's a Predator alien?
Yeah!
Uh-huh. Yeah, a Predalien. Like in Predator 2.
So, related, Braden, how dead do you think the Lith Tech engine is going to now become?
I mean, it's always been dead.
It's never...
They
What's the
licensed
last
that to a
Lith
bunch
game?
of weird,
Shadow of Mordor was
City Interactive really loved that engine.
Show me exits for a path. Yeah, I can't wait to...
No, the Sniper and the Lords of the Fallen people.
Anyway, Shadow of Mordor.
Ice cream shop. Now there's music. This one music kicks in.
Are you telling me Lords of the Fallen was done on Lith Tech?
Yeah.
The original?
Why?
The original? Yeah.
So the bad one. As opposed to the new one, which isn't that good either, but it's okay.
2014 was that? No, it looks like I can't find any evidence that it was on Lit Tech. But yeah, the entire Sniper Elite franchise was made using it for a while, for a long while.
I would not have guessed that.
Anyway, Predalien.
Okay, I'm doing the tutorial out of order, so
You're learning the game
I've already
backwards.
screwed this up.
I did it.
Yay.
I shot
there's
the
one thing
thing.
we could agree on the Xbox, right? Is that no one liked Fusion Frenzy?
No, Fusion Frenzy shit.
That's the joke. That's the joke game for that console. One of a handful, but I feel like that's the most joke game for that console.
It's time to go build up your theme park. All right, so I need to build up my theme park now. How many more rides?
But overall, it was a good console. Like,
yeah, it eventually got there. Like
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Hell of a game.
Consumer Association has warned that they have received many complaints about
From what I understand, the last Splinter Cell on the original Xbox was like a gimped version of the Xbox 360.
No, it's actually a completely separate game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original Xbox version of Double Agent is a completely different game made by Ubisoft Shanghai.
Oh.
I should raise the price of the ice cream. How do I raise the price of Ice.
You have to click the place there. Click the location.
Rolly's ice cream. Are you sure you want to delete that? No.
No. Okay.
Park open game.
See, again, I know how to do this on a PC. I don't know how to do this on yours.
Pause. Okay, here we go. So sales price. I can bump it up by 15. So let's get that up to 40. Yes.
Those people, they don't deserve ice cream at affordable prices.
They don't, no. Oh, it's a flowers, not trash. Okay. It's hard to tell. Wow, that's gonna be some expensive ice cream.
I mean...
Oh my god, they captured a predator! Let's let it free!
Oh, no.
Yeah, let's just free the predator.
Or wait, does this predator have a... No, it doesn't have a burst chest. That's what I would do. I would free the predator.
That's...
Yeah.
Isn't that what they did in Alien vs. Predator?
The
Yeah.
predator's
Hey,
supposed
what's
to be
up?
a friend.
I mean, the weird, nice, cool thing about Alien vs. Predator is that it references the story implications of Predator 2, which is predators just come to Earth to fuck around, and if you show you can engage in honorable combat and either help or defeat a predator, you're one of the bros and they will not kill you.
Yeah.
Is that how the Predator, their arcade game, got made or something? Whatever the fuck that is? The Alien vs. Predator arcade game?
He's just looking at me.
And I'm glad
menacingly.
I'm glad that Red Letter Media finally helped change the reputation of Predator 2, because I always liked that movie.
Predator 2.
I mean, I never thought it was a bad movie. It's just a completely different movie to the first one.
Yeah, it's got Danny Glover in it, though.
Yeah, they made... Which, honestly, making it a very different movie is the best move they could have made.
Given how every other Predator movie that has tried to be like the Predator or Predator again is not very good. All right,
And
how do
also
we...
just making up... And also just a protagonist that's kind of the complete opposite of Schwarzenegger.
That save took a really long time.
Do you just have to destroy that? Like, knife that PCB over there?
No, that's a hacking point.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Predator. I need to save you. From Wayland Yutani.
This is why video games highlight everything.
This is why yellow paint exists.
Yeah. You just drop down behind him? Or you tried that already?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
He's in animal storage. Be careful. Looks like he's armed.
Yeah, he is.
Containment team, report to specimen area 4.
He's in the vents. Did not want to go there.
So which Monolith game holds up the best?
Fear 1.
Probably for one, yeah. I'm hoping the No One Lives Forever games hold up, but I haven't played them in any fucking years, so...
It's the mission structure of those games.
Yeah, like the stealth of Nulf is very punishing.
I don't like these things.
Look, if it weren't for the fact that both of the games had terrible final levels, both of those Middle-earth games would still hold up. Because they're...
God.
No, they also made the Gotham. They also made Gotham City Imposters, didn't they? Or was that after?
They did.
That game was fun when it existed.
All right, time to Wayland Yutani this knife.
Any man. Okay.
Soldier, in 30
But yeah, I don't know.
What?
I think the end note. We're probably going to continue talking about how Monolith deserved better. Like, the end note really is that they fucking mismanaged that studio. The fact that they kept pulling the rug from underneath them,
not a delivery boy.
And then
Why
just
me?
every problem that they had, the solution was, how about we give you a DC property?
Yeah.
I don't negotiate with corporate
just one more
spies.
DC property. That's all you need.
Like, that's the real sad thing. I mean, Monolith has, it still does to this day, a bunch of really talented games. And,
oh, whoops. Whoops-a-doodle.
unfortunately, like, Warner has been wanting to get rid of their video game division for a while. Anything that's not from NetherRealm.
Tee-hee-hee-hee.
Alright, so how much money am I losing on this?
Do you think they'll ever want to get rid of NetherRealm, or is Mortal
Seems like a
Kombat
lot. That's a pretty big.
It sounds like MK1 underperformed according to their standards, but also, you know, it's still MK. Fuck.
You know, one of the most valuable fighting game franchises.
The most valuable fighting game franchise.
Is it more valuable than Street Fighter?
Yeah, MK consistently sells better than Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And has for a very... Oh, fuck me! Yeah. That's a penis!
Anyways, the word on the street is that Ed Boon did some wheeling and dealing and they got that MK1 game out quick so as that they could say, guys, we can totally do another Injustice game. Just give it to us. Give us DC. We'll do it. You can keep us, like, honestly, keep us up. We'll do a DC fighting game again. We won't do fatalities if you don't want them. We'll do another DC thing.
Must be a desperate stay in business thing.
Here's the thing: do they go back to the Injustice well, or do they just make it a DC fighting?
Well, one of the reasons why they didn't do Injustice 3 was because they weren't sure.
Yeah, but no, it sounds like James Gunn wants to make a DC fighting game with NetherRealms, but it has to be his DC film series, not the Injustice
I think I'm gonna
series.
sit down for a minute.
What does that even mean? So, what, like the new Suicide Squad and this new Superman movie?
You have to admire them in a frightening way.
All the new stuff.
Security.
Yeah, so this unlocked version of Theme Park is like the other console version of Theme Park.
Except it doesn't control as well because you're using a gamepad.
Well, I mean, all the gamepad. I mean, PS1 and Saturn versions don't control well either because gamepad. It just runs well.
Isn't there like a mouse on the PS1 and the Saturn?
Wait, I'm not.
Yeah, there was a mouse peripheral.
I'm not. I don't.
PS2 just had a USB port.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah, that's how I got the that's how I got my first online match of Tony Hawk by just plugging in a USB to Ethernet adapter.
Damn, that worked on an original PS2.
Sure did.
It was.
What's weird is that like it only worked for certain games though. Like it wouldn't work for Final Fantasy XI or like the Tribes online game. For that, you need the actual adapter.
Pirate Scurvy in the chat asking, is there a AAA video game in recent memory that hasn't underperformed according to studio heads?
No, absolutely no.
I don't know.
Oddly enough,
like Black Ops 6.
Oddly enough, it seems like people are happy with Avowed.
Yeah.
At least Obsidian seems to be
no,
out
yeah,
of
like
stuff
they've
is.
made it pretty clear. Like, no, yeah, we spent over $1 billion to make it, but Black Ops sold well. We're good. It's almost as if I wrote a blog about like why is everyone betting it big on one last AAA game.
You wrote a blog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
words and
no,
shit.
man, like fucking Capcom's literally about to make a shit ton of money on their big AAA game, and the bigger exception, like the Western studio side of things, if you want to consider that, So last year saw Bloober Team not fucking trip over their own dick, which I think is a miracle. And then also, like, no one's questioning the fact that Take-Two keeps saying, yeah, don't worry, GTA 6.
I mean, that was several miracles. Not only did Bloober Team, like, not fuck up, but Konami was willing to pay money to make a video game.
Yeah.
And
but
put
no,
enough money for it to make it good.
Like, Take-Two posted a pretty sizable drop in their overall revenue, and yet their stock price went up because literally all that CEO said is, yeah, don't worry about it, GTA. 2025, we'll be fine. And then their stock went up despite their drop in revenue by 10%.
You know, I still haven't bought in GTA 5.
Doesn't matter.
At this point, you don't need to. It's a... I mean, if you're interested, it's a good game.
That company spent $460 million to buy Gearbox.
So let's move on to the next game here. I think I played enough.
No, man.
I guess Borderlands probably is that profitable, but...
Yeah, that movie was so good.
Not the fucking movie.
The game's honestly...
I watched half of that movie on a second monitor while doing something else, and I still hated it. It's not even funny bad, it's just bad. I know, hard to believe.
Yeah. But like, what else does Gearbox do that's profitable though? Like that valuable?
Borderlands is that valuable.
Yeah, it's literally that valuable.
Do
they now own the Duke Nukem and Homeworld IPs.
Oh yeah, that's right. But neither of those are all that. Like, maybe Duke Nukem.
It sounds like that latest Homeworld game did well for the small community that it was aimed for, and considering the fact that it was partially funded by Fig. I think I prefer Karak.
We just lost the stasis fields in the egg pits.
It must be Kenji. This is his
Oh right, and remember, like, they also bought like Gearbox's like weird publishing label, which did like Risk of Rain 2.
That's right, and then they bought Risk of Rain, and then developed a new Risk of Rain expansion in-house that apparently broke the entire game's code base.
Mm-hmm. And then also, they're making a gacha.
Yeah, like the people that Risk of Rain, the most recent Risk of Rain 2 DLC is
I need to find out why people thought that new Tales from the Borderlands thing was so bad.
I just think no one played it because it was boring.
My guess is either no one played it or the story itself just wasn't well written. Anyways, Porkmaster, what the fuck is this? Why does it just say VR? Why is there just big letters that say Morpheus Interactive? Is that the video game's name, or is that the developer?
So, Bork, a while back, Jatsu joined me in playing this. On Sunday... God, something's in my throat. And it's not
I watched you play this and I blocked it out of my memory.
Quantum Gate.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a Saturn port for Quantum Gate. We need to maybe, possibly, actually do an FMV podcast. Because that game's fucking incredible.
Oh, he's not in the chat anymore.
Oh, we
that
lost
explains
him.
why he's not answering.
Oh, they ate him.
Yeah, they ate him.
He's playing his game.
So run like hell.
But maybe he doesn't like
The system
us.
isn't responding.
So we can talk shit about Bork. He's sassy. He's got bad BO.
You know what's funny is that like he moved into a channel where we can all just go in there anyways. Because it's not just 2 people, it's 4.
No.
But I feel like that'd
He
be
probably doesn't want us to overwhelm him, so we'll let him do that.
It's fine. I'm.
Take the elevator up. You'll be able to get to the implant from there.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream, if only because...
You're sick?
I'm sick. But, you know, it's credit to this game that I'm still playing it.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it looks pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, this game seems alright.
I never actually played this when it came out originally. The first Alien vs. Predator put such a bad taste in my mouth that I didn't bother trying this one out.
Also, AVP Classic 99, or whatever it's called, AVP Classic 2000, that game does not let you save mid-mission.
Wait, what? Huh. That's, weird. That's a choice.
I have a knife.
Who's there?
Aha! Surprise! I'm the predator now.
You're not the prey.
I gotta open every single one of these.
Come on out.
Ha-ha! I'm a colonial marine! In other campaigns, I'm the thing that dies! But in this campaign, I am the hunter. We just need to find Implantation Lab 2. Okay, I just went backwards.
There's an elevator in the room on the right. You're gonna need an ID badge to use it.
So you'll be happy to know that Borg just realized he's accidentally playing an American laser game.
Oh no.
A name of quality. American laser game.
Have they ever made a good video game?
No, not at all.
No, they never made a good video game.
Did you just stab that man to death?
Yeah.
Here's a question about these Alien vs. Predator games. Do they eventually just evolve into, like, you know, a standard shooter where you're just killing other humans all the time?
I mean, all of these stories inevitably end with, "Ah, Wayland Yutani's evil!"
Yeah. I just feel like eventually... I think that Sega one that wasn't very good that I played some of this.
Yeah, the 360 one.
Yeah. And I played it for maybe like 2 hours. That was just fucking awful. but these, like, seeing a friend play the first one a bunch, it just seemed like, you know, eventually the weapons he got made everything but the actual other people shooting at you with guns trivial. I'm curious if this one suffers the same fate eventually.
Probably. What did that hacking open? Oh, I see. Yeah, hey, remember how in the film Aliens, the whole point is that the Space Marines are a bunch of macho douchebags who crumble as soon as things go badly?
Yeah.
Now take that elevator down to the implantation lab.
Almost as if James Cameron had some things to say about military.
Has James Cameron ever made a movie where the military was portrayed in a good light?
No.
Like, even those Avatar games, the military is just literally, like, super evil, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You know, I kind of don't like most of James Cameron's movies, believe it or not.
He made some very good
Let's run down the ones that are universally agreed to be good. The Abyss.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, I would say, like, Terminator 2.
The Terminator.
Did he do Terminator 1? Yeah, he did, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Piranha 2, The Spawn.
True Lies.
True Lies, nah.
True Lies.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I get that people do that, but I'm not a fan.
Titanic.
The
Not
Abyss.
a fan. Abyss is good.
Titanic 2.
Titanic 2 exists, but it's not what you think it is. It's not made by James
an
Cameron.
asylum.
That's a bad movie club. We should.
No, because it's an asylum film, so it's
Yeah,
shit.
at one point someone
No,
just
I'm
tapes
talking
a
about
credit
the
card to a
animated
girl's
movie.
neck.
Oh,
and
you're
says
talking about
safe.
the fucking animated
Talking about
movies?
the animated
Those are
No,
also
not-
basically...
That one's also awful.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Eh.
The legend goes on. And then remember, the next movie in the series, they find Atlantis.
That's...
Your sick kink only goes so far.
Yeah, no, that's not anime. It doesn't count. It's like Italian or something.
Yeah, fake...
No one, huh?
Fake Italian Disney movies don't count.
Yeah, like, shitty rip-off kids movies aren't any fun.
I don't care if you want to, like, talk about this.
That one is because it has the dog that does the rap song.
Yeah, but I could get what I need from that,
I fucking knew you were gonna go to the dog rapping. I fucking knew it.
I get what...
It's trying to get out of the pod.
Boop, boop, boo. Maybe you shouldn't have worked for the evil company, douchebag. Yeah. I'm a Marine. Yeah, he made Ferngully and Ferngully 2. Excuse me, Avatar.
Honestly, not a fan of Avatar 1. I'm not gonna bother watching Avatar 2.
I still have never seen Avatar 2, and I'm fine.
Once we make the trade, I'll help you find your friends.
Oh, so I guess the majority of his movies are actually good, but there's more ones that I
It's
don't
just
ever wanna watch.
he has spent 13 years
doing the
It's like a
Avatar
large
film,
gap.
and then
doing
also,
Avatar and then Avatar.
And then also, like, producing and making sure that that Alita movie got it.
And hey,
Oh,
Alita
God.
Battle Angel's great.
He didn't direct it, but he kept sinking all of his money into it.
Yeah, like that doesn't exist without.
Oh shit, you use the AP rounds and it blows off their heads. This is a great video game.
I still can't believe they fucking made that.
Yeah!
Like when that trailer first showed up when I was watching movies like on the regular, I was like, what the fuck?
Very good use of the one sanctioned PG-13 F-bomb.
Yeah.
Edward Norton shows up at the end, and it's very funny. God, what a film. I saw that movie with people who did not know what they were getting into.
Yeah. Is that movie, like, actually secretly okay?
No, it's good.
Oh, jeez, are you stuck on the wall?
No.
Oh, no, that was just, like, an earthquake or something, right?
So he still maintains that the reason why Avatar 2 took forever was the underwater stuff and needing to, like, actually force his actors to be underwater.
What?
To do motion capture.
What?
What?
He forced his actors underwater to do
fucking what? Jim
I
Cameron?
mean, he did it during The Abyss.
But in The Abyss, they actually set up. Yeah, this is teaching.
Anyway, I'm going to save this game. And then... we're gonna head over to Borgmaster, because...
Okay, you're feeling bad?
I'm
okay.
feeling...
Feel better.
I'm feeling phlegmy.
Oh, Borg doesn't want to hang out with us. Oh, well. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
I'll play more of this.